Good morning, everyone. I was not ready for that timing. My goodness. Welcome to Feature Friday. I'm so excited you're all here. We're going to get started right away. This will probably be really quick today, but I thought this was super valuable information. It kind of blew my mind when I saw it. There's a few creators on TikTok I follow that are in the AI space. And a few of them introduced the new image features that ChatGPT rolled out, and it's pretty incredible. So I'm gonna share my screen, and then I have a couple of prompts set aside, and I will share them with you guys as well. So we're just here in my interface. I'm just gonna go grab those prompts so we can get started right away. And then I'll show you guys what this can do. It's pretty amazing. So basically, they made some changes here. So the most important part is when you're in a chat. And apparently, so I did look this up. So apparently, this is possible with the free version. You're just going to have some limitations in terms of how much you can do. Basically, the most important, sorry, I was talking about the free version. So apparently you can do this in the free version, but there are some limitations as to how much. So you can certainly give it a go and then see how far you can get. I have ChatGPT Plus, so this is the paid version. But regardless, depending on what version you're in, you want to make sure when you're in your chat, you're gonna ensure that you're in thinking mode. Okay, so this is really important. And then we're gonna click on plus and click on create image. So what's really cool is you can choose auto depending on um, what type of format you want. It'll just kind of, you can choose that specifically. So if you want a square format, you can tell it that. If you want portrait, you can do that. If you want story format, landscape, widescreen. So you can tell it which format you want. So for Instagram and Facebook, the 3:4 ratio is the best. But you can also just let it auto choose what you want it to do. It doesn't matter. Just up to you. So in this case, we're gonna, let's say we want to create some real estate posts based off of our website, okay? So I'm just gonna copy paste this prompt. So basically we run a real estate business, our website is, and then I'm just putting in our team website for now. Please review my website, my business, and create 8 different social media posts that I can run on my Facebook and Instagram. You can certainly do less than that in the free version. I'm going to say you're probably not going to get 8, maybe 2, but you can test it out and just see what it does. So this is all I'm going to give it. Again, I'm making sure I'm in thinking mode, and we've chosen image, okay, by clicking create image under the plus. And because we're telling it we want to do Facebook and Instagram posts, I'm already telling it which format I want, okay? And then we're just going to click send prompt and see what it does. So it's going to take a minute. And then I'll show you guys what you could do for a specific listing as well. So I was playing around with this a little bit over the last few days. And I saw another prompt last night when I was kind of going down the rabbit hole on this, and someone actually made a flyer. So I took that and I decided, this could obviously work with real estate too. So I did test it this morning. I had a bunch of problems, and I'll tell you guys the problems I had. And then I found a workaround, and it worked, and it looked pretty good. So I'll show you what I made, but it took a while for them to generate. So I'll show you guys at the end, and I'll give you guys the prompts too. I'm just gonna put them in the chat. And then obviously do swap out the information. You can just put here. I'll just put like brackets and a line so you know what to swap out. So this is prompt number 1. Okay, we're just gonna give it a sec here. If not, I'll go in my test window where I was already testing this out, and I'll show you guys. Any questions so far? Has anyone played with this already? Does anyone know about this? Has anyone tried this already? So I found out about it on Tuesday. Anna, you said you did? Okay, great. That's so awesome. How can you unmute and just share how you've used it? Oh, amazing. It's just gonna take another
Okay, there
minute.
we go.
Oh,
Um,
amazing.
yeah,
Hi,
yeah, I've
Anna.
been using it for over a month. I kind of just fell into it, and I've been using it for all of my social media posts and been getting a lot of reaction out of my posts. It is all AI generated. It is not me, but I'm just using it mainly for my social media posts. I was going to try it this weekend for an open house that I have.
Yeah,
But yeah, it is just mind blowing. I've shared it with another colleague. She's getting a lot of traction on her social media. It is just fan freaking tastic.
it's amazing. And then what types of posts are you doing, if you don't mind
Everything from,
sharing
yeah,
that?
real estate and mortgage stuff. And it's literally, again, just me. And I'm telling it, hey, put me in this scenario. Hey, put me in front of this kind of desk. Put me in this kind of suit. Have me holding a phone talking to somebody. And it just pops it all out. Like I instruct it what I want to be doing or looking like. I did one the other day, which was kind of neat about mortgage rates. And I literally wanted my hands to be like a scale. And you can see it on my Facebook post or on my mortgage page. And I literally had one hand up, one hand down, and I had interest rates on one hand, and then another
Good.
timing on the other hand. And I said, I want a bunch of arrows kind of making it come to life that had all these, it had things that I didn't even ask for come up that were amazing. Like, and I used the post,
Incredible.
and yeah, it's amazing, 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 amazing. Love it.
Do you mind sharing your social media handles in the chat with us just so we can come and creep you?
No, but I can.
That
I'll
would be
do
so
that.
great.
Yeah, yeah, I'll do that for sure.
Okay,
And then you
so
can
it's
then you can look and see and literally for the last month and a half, maybe a bit less than that, maybe about a month, all the photos that you're going to see are all generated through this exact situation that you're talking about.
so awesome. I love this so much. I'm
Yeah,
so
I'll put it.
excited. Yeah, I literally just found out about it and I was like, what? This is amazing.
Sorry, I thought you knew I would have shared.
No, it's so
Okay.
good.
All right. I'll mute myself and I'll put that in the post in the
Yeah,
chat.
that would be great. We appreciate
No,
that. Thank you so much,
no
Anna, for
worries.
sharing.
Yeah.
Love that. Anyone else besides Anna who's tried this already? No? Okay, so this is really cool. So it pulled our logo properly from the website and then kind of our little slogan we have, some stats, our phone number, our website link, Jennifer's headshot. So it's working on making more images. I'll show you what it did yesterday. Let me just go. I think it was this one here. So when I first tried it. So it came up with these. So they were not so bang on, which was so interesting, but they're still pretty good looking. I do like them. And you could always download them and then put them in Canva and use magic layers, their magic layer tool to make changes and tweaks. So I feel like today it's already doing a much better job here. Like this is way more on brand for us. So let's take a look. So here's another one. Wow, this is pretty good. Love this. Thoughts so far? Anyone? Anyone want to chime in?
Really,
Amazing.
really beautiful.
Right? They're very pretty.
I love how it looks so different than the Gemini ones. I
Mhm.
find Gemini has such a signature look that everything looks AI generated, and these look good.
And it's so funny because that's what I always felt with ChatGPT when with their older image model. I always was like, it looks cartoony. It almost looks cartoony, and I don't like it. It's really upsetting. And now this is like incredible. Like this is better than Gemini, I think. Like for graphics specifically. Like this is amazing. These
Is
are
this
so
the
good. I
thing?
would totally post this and it's on brand because we gave it our website, right? Like it's pulling our brand image from our website. So the vibe is there, like these high-end kind of real estate photos in the background. Even this, like such a good detail. These are beautiful. Are we excited about this already? Or what?
So excited.
It's so good.
Is
And then,
this on the free version, Sarah?
so I was explaining in the beginning, you might have missed the Carol. So
Mhm.
you can do this on the paid version, but you may not get as many. There will be some limitations, but you can certainly try it. So I have ChatGPT Plus, and I
Okay.
feel like if you're using this a lot, it might almost be worth getting ChatGPT Plus for this, right? Like if you're going to be using this feature a lot, it may be worth it. If
Yeah, it
you're just
looks
going to start playing around with it in the beginning a little bit, then I feel like the free version would suffice. Sorry, Jake, I cut you off. What were
Oh,
you
I was
going to
just gonna
say?
say I've been trying your prompts as you've been presenting it here, and I got 5 out of my free version. So for anyone with
Oh,
a
good
free
to
version, you
know.
can get 5, and then it's a 24-hour reset.
Amazing. But hey, you know what? There's your social media post for the day, and then you can worry about the next one tomorrow. So that's really great. Okay, so let's try it with a listing. So we're just gonna go here. So here's the thing. I've tried it originally with a realtor.ca link and it did not work. Okay. It kept telling me that realtor.ca is blocking ChatGPT from accessing the public information, which is so weird because realtor.ca is a public website. So, but it didn't work. So I actually used the link from our own Jennifer Jones team website. So if you have your own website, maybe you're using, I don't know, KV Core or what's the other one called, Jake? I forget, Lofty. And then there's like a few. So maybe you use a website like that, and you can try that as well. So actually, let's just try my prompt, and then maybe someone can put a link from their own website in the chat, and we'll try it with someone else's. But we'll just kind of go for it. So I'm just using a really beautiful waterfront listing we had go live this week, 21 Pinery Lane. You're welcome, Steph. And then so now, and you can even kind of see what it's doing. A pull listing details, available visuals, and then turn them into boost friendly social graphics. And then again with the ratio that we want, strong hooks and listing focused copy. Okay. Does someone want to give me, Brad, is that a link for listing?
Nope.
Just your website? Okay. Let's test it. We'll just plug this in another chat and just see what it does. Or actually, can we grab a listing from your website? Where are they? Can you just direct me
Buy a home.
here?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I just click one of those regions.
Yeah, that'll take you to the lofty, but you can try it.
Well, you have some down here. Okay, got it. Okay, let's just pick any choice. Maybe this one, 110 Hedge Road. We'll just test this one. Oof, it's a long link. My goodness.
Can I make a quick comment while you're doing that?
Yeah, please.
Okay, so the other thing that I've done, because I got tired of trying to prompt it to give me one specific picture, I've actually prompted it to give me 15. Now I have the paid version. I've asked it, I've given it detail, and I said, create 15 different versions of this scenario, pictures wise, that I could use for social media posts. And then it plugs, and I give it details as far as, I want to be in a black suit, I want to be in a pink suit, I want to be in a whatever. And it pops out 15 variations of what I'm asking for.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a listing from Brad's website. So we're just gonna use this and see what it does. So again, we're gonna just make sure we have this. Let's use this format. And then we're just gonna give it a go. And then let's go back and see what it did. Okay, so it created a little photo. It almost looks like a flyer, I would say. But that's not 21 Pinary. It's really weird. It worked yesterday. Why is it not working now?
Another thing you can do, I'm so sorry, I'm so excited about this, you can tell. If you see a post that you like that somebody else has put out there and you like the graphics and everything, you can download that post, feed it into here, and say you want something similar and change the verbiage a bit and put in your information, and voila, someone else has done the work and you've just commanded a different instruction.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love that idea too. Not everyone's stealing from Anna's awesome posts. What's Cheryl creeping her? So good. Okay, this is a little strange that this didn't work. So it worked yesterday. I'll show you guys what it did when I tested it. Let me just go up here, right there. So this is what it did. It actually pulled photos from the listing and the information from the listing. It just kind of went rogue with the logo. But I always love when it kind of messes up because then we can troubleshoot a bit, right? So it did pull photos from the listing, which is so cool. And then I went a step further and I actually gave it our logo and I was like, please include this. And then it went this, it did this. So it did, but the logo is like humongous. And I was like, dear God, it's like half the graphic. It's insane. But the graphics were much better. I like this better. It was more on brand. So then I gave it actually the agent's headshot and I told it to make the logo smaller and also make the headshot small. And then it did this, which was much better.
Did you use a different link for the listing? I'm wondering if Lofty maybe blocked access. Like what link
So
did you
I
use to give
actually
the
used the same
info?
link I used yesterday. I used the one from our website. So, which is so weird. But it also pulled the wrong house. Like it just went rogue. It pulled photos that are not the house. The information is not right. Whereas here, this is all correct, right? These are actual photos from the listing.
So
This
one
is
of the
the actual information from the listing.
One of the things that I've found, because I've had trouble in the past too, when I've asked it to do certain things and it did something wonky, I've gone back and it's good to do this. I've gone back and given it the thumbs down and said, this is not what I've asked for. And then I repost it and I say, I need you to be specific. I need you to only pull what I've asked you to pull. And then it fixes itself. So I don't know if that might work.
It could. We're gonna try it. So, Brad, this is from your link we pulled from 110 Hedge Road. So let's just go look at the photos real quick and make sure. Can we look at the photos?
Yeah,
Not
I
really.
think to Jake's point, like the Lofty wants you to register, right? Like the next link I sent you is a realm link. Just maybe try the realm
Okay,
link.
let me go there. Let's try this. This is kind of fun because we're like testing this. We're doing real life examples. But the photos, I mean, these look like they would be the photos from the listing based from what we could kind of see blurred out a bit. And this is great. Brand new waterfront luxury. Book your private tour. I think, Brad, if you even like added your headshot and your logo, it would even kind of like what we did for Steph's, right? So it would probably just make that tweak if you wanted your branding on there. But this is really cool. Okay, so let's go back to our test where it kind of screwed up. So let's try so this was
Make sure you give it the thumbs down for the one that didn't work. That's the only way that it corrects itself. Yeah.
don't like the style, didn't follow instructions, inaccurate, incorrect photos and information. Not listing shared. Cool. So keep that in mind, guys. Tell it when it did something wrong. So you're teaching it.
I'll give you an example of what I mean really quickly. So it kept wanting to make me married on all of my photos. And I'm like, for sure, someone's going to say, what the hell, you got married and you didn't tell me, especially my family. So I had to be like, why do you keep putting a ring on my finger? I am not married. Do not put any ring on my wedding finger. So when I now prompt it, it says, it tells me that, everything that I'm asking it to do. And then it says, and yes, I remember you're not married and you don't want a ring on your wedding finger. So just so you know, putting that thumbs down does work and instructing it does work.
That's so good. Okay, so let's try it with this round link and see what it does. But yeah, Realtor and even Zillow was blocked. I tried Zillow too. I tried realtor.ca link and it blocked it. Like it just kept telling me it can't access, which is so interesting. So that's something to keep in mind too. But you can always play around with it. Maybe he was being, temperamental. Atlas sometimes likes to be temperamental. It's okay. We have our days. Okay, so now he's gonna fetch the webpage content. So just in the spirit of time, so while this is doing, okay, what's saying Sarah tried opening the realm listing, but that portal blocks the listing for, okay, good to know. So you would not be able, so this is kind of what I ran into with Zillow and with realtor.ca. So maybe if you use your own websites, kind of like the one Brad shared first, and then Brad, that was Lofty, right?
But that
Yep.
makes you
Yep.
sign up to view photos still.
Right. But it seemed to have pulled the photos correctly. And I mean, you could also verify on realtor.ca if the photos are right. Worst case scenario, right? If you don't want to sign up. But I mean, you yourself should be able to access those photos, no? If it's your website,
Yeah, you can just
or would it
download and
make you
upload
sign up
them.
too?
You can just upload them.
Or that? But I mean, if it's your Lofty website, would you not be able to access those photos?
We can, but when you give the link to ChatGPT, it's like someone else accessing it, so it would still try to make it sign up. I think the reason why it generated somewhat of the photos is because it shows like the blurred first four photos in the background on
Okay.
Lofty, so it's probably just like correcting those or something.
Okay. Are they not accurate when you look at the photos?
Uh, I don't know about that first one. You'd have to look at
This
the
one?
listing. Yeah, like I don't know if that's accurately the house beside it.
Okay. Okay, so just keep that in mind when you're playing around with this. So I'll show you, I was playing with this prompt. Where is it? Hey, where did it go? Oh, it's gone. No, it was so pretty. Son of a gun. Okay, I should have downloaded and I didn't. That sucks. Oh, wait. I think, oh, never mind. This is it. This is the right one. Sorry, guys. So I wanted to make a flyer for the listing too. So I told it, create a real estate listing flyer for this modern lakeside home in Georgina. I gave it once again the link for this listing, and this is our website. And then I said, you decide headline, property highlights, feature list, neighborhood description, call to action, layout. Requirements: make it look like a premium listing flyer, include the logo attached as a reference and the headshot of the agent attached as a reference. Style: luxury real estate flyer, white and beige tones, elegant, typography, large photo area, clean feature card. So those were kind of my, here, I'll put this prompt in the chat again for you guys. Oh, nice. Thanks, Jake. Looks pretty accurate, eh? So here's the flyer prompt that I used. Again, obviously swap out the link for your own. And then this is what it created, which is pretty cool. So it accurately added Steph here. It accurately added our gold logo. And then some features, like I like this part, this is cute. And then it picked some photos. You could probably tell it to use different photos if you're not happy with the photo choices. And then it did a little feature list. So Steph, you could easily just print this and put this at your listing, right? Now you have a super posh, like elegant flyer. But yeah, so I just wanted to share this with you guys. I thought this was so awesome and such an easy thing to do and to use. So I'm excited to see some of the stuff that you guys will create and do with this. I hope this is helpful.
Good stuff. Thanks, SG.
Yeah, of course, my pleasure. Any questions about this? We still have a couple minutes.
Have you tried any of this on Claude yet?
No, I literally started learning Claude. So I was in a workshop yesterday. I don't know how to do that stuff yet, but I will. I'm very mind blown by Claude. Like what I learned yesterday was incredible.
I think they just designed they were talking about a design feature they've included as well. I heard something about that yesterday.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, is this useful, guys?
Yes.
Yes. Good. Well, then I'm gonna let you guys go. Take those prompts. I hope they're helpful for you. And I appreciate you guys coming on this morning. And happy creating some flyers and social media posts. I can't wait to see them. So good. Have a great day, everybody.
Thanks, SG.
Great. Thanks,
You're
SG. Bye,
welcome.
guys.
Bye, everyone.